Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever else is watching. My name is Nick, and we are playing once more Dragon Quest Builders 2 for the Nintendo Switch 2. Well, on the Nintendo Switch 2. The blueprint is pretty much finished. The only thing they still need is this hardwood, but I intentionally leave this out a little bit because otherwise we will go a little bit too fast. Because we also still have a quest from Wrigley to do. Usually you pick this up while they are still building it, but hey, this is an LP, so things go a little bit slower. I wonder what Pastor L was going on about when he said there was a way to give the Deitree more power. I do remember him mentioning that when the ancient builder first built the Deitree, it was decorated with beautiful flowers in 3 different colors. When we planted all those crops before, it gave the old tree power. Maybe planting flowers could do the same thing for the new one. Oh, 3 different colors of flowers, you say? I wonder if that's related to them Chromatic Cays. Aside from the island he found the old Deitree on, there's 3 other little islands off the coast. So there are the Chromatic Cays. They used to call them. Perhaps they were named after the colors of the flowers. If nothing else, it's worth investigating. One of those islands is just to the east of my old burrow. Where he first met me, he should be able to fly over from the cliff overlooking the sea there. He'll probably want to walk to the Fat Red Rice first. It might even be worth your while asking some of the fat rats there for help. Please, Nick. You have to try. Head to the first of the Chromatic Cays and see if there's anything there that we can use to power up the Deitree. Okay, so... Oh. Like Wrigley said, we have to go to Fat Red Rice first. And you can also see there is a quest marker over here. That's where we are. That's where we need to go. Because now, after all that while... Squeak! What's that, human? You want to know how to get to the Chromatic Cays? One of them just this way. Go east from here, then go east. Some more. Squeak! Go through the wood and over the sandy hill and you'll hit some char cliffs. Climb right up to the top and you should be able to spot it out in the offing. You need to fly the rest of the way. I hope you have a windbreaker or you're in for a long swim. Squeak! Well, actually we left the windbreaker at the old Deitree, so maybe we should get it there first. If you don't manage to get there, give my regards to the elder. Okay, so we need to go that direction. Through the woods. Actually, I think this also used to be one of those spots, eh? Well, ooh. Who is it? Oh, you! Big dude! A big Draki. It still is a Draki. It's not even considered anything else in the bestiary. It's just a Draki. It's just only a little bit bigger. How the heck is that? Are there rocks over here? Did I smash rocks over here somewhere? Okay, this is where Wrigley was back then. And if you haven't picked it up yet, there is a chest bind here with a stone sword, which is pretty much useless at this moment. Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to go over here. And we have already actually it has already been mentioned, but there used to be an alliance between humans, the Wrigleys, the Fat Rats, and the Botkins. These Chromatic Cays actually are the culmination of all those alliances. May the white flowers of the Covenant bring peace to the land, a peace that lies on the far horizon. Because, as it was mentioned before, you know what's a good thing I always do? You can go there straight away, but I usually make one little lap around here because why not? You do end up a lot lower, but that's why we have the Windbreaker. It can help us get up. Ooh, hey, hello, what are you doing? Squeak, squeak! Well, if it isn't a human, how did you get all the way over here? Hold on, a human? Here? Elder! Elder! Squeak! Elder! Squeak! It's a human! A human has arrived! Head on in, human! The elders will want to speak with you! Squeak! Okay, the reason why I did that is because it actually kind of completes the map. I just don't want to come back here. I do want to do some of these corners and fill out the map a little bit before the end. But yeah, actually that's just the only reason why I did that. It's not actually necessary because it is a really interesting island. It also has nothing else. Is that a Scallywinkle or a Spore at the bottom? Probably a Scallywinkle. Also, you may have noticed that those are actually just question marks. And... Squeak! Well met, human! Sniff, sniff, you're a builder, aren't you? You certainly smell like one. This can mean only one thing. It is time for me to uphold our part of the Covenant. A builder came here long ago. Squeak! He built a Deitree and imbued it with great power by means of 3 types of flowers. When the children of Hargon corrupted the tree, the elders of the Fat Rats, humans and Botkin archers gathered to discuss what could be done. We all agreed that the seeds of those flowers must be kept safe until such a time a builder returned to the island and rebuilt the Deitree. Well, lucky you! I'm a builder and I'm planning to rebuild the Deitree. We grew one before, but the baboon actually kinda messed that one up. And so we entered into a covenant, the humans, Fat Rats and Botkin archers, to keep these seeds safe and pass them on to the next builder. One of the 3 sets of sacred seeds lies in the chest behind me. Take them, builder. They're yours now. Squeak! As I pointed out, those are actually question mark quest markers. We can go here without talking to any of them, take the contents of the chest and be done with it. We don't actually have to speak to these guys. So if you're doing a speed run, just grab the seeds. Are those the flower seeds we're looking for? Let's tell that big fat rat that we found them and then get back to the village. Okay, let's also talk to these guys. You're not at all like I thought you'd be. Squeak! Okay, and how did you think I was gonna be? Nice to finally meet you, Squeak! The children of Hargon came, destroyed the Deitree and turned the soil into slime. So the leaders of it, yeah, we... Why did you tell me to talk to this guy again, Malwath? Because we don't need to talk to this guy. One thing, you can go up here. I don't think there is anything up on this thing. If you want to walk back, you can just go here and I think... Can you reach it? No, you can't. Well, you can maybe reach the wall and then use the... Almost. That was almost. Oh well. You know what? This is easier. Just warp. I was just gonna want to check because usually you just warp from the island, but I just wanted to know if you can actually go there. Rosie. Oh no, Wrigley. I need to talk to you. Wow! Welcome back, Nick. Did he find out how to power up the Deitree, did he? Hang on! Are they flower seeds he got there? Yeah. What a accent he has. What did you say? Nick, did you bring back the flower seeds from the Chromatic Cays? What else did you find there? The elder of the fat rats was watching over them? Then the flowers really must be the secret to filling the Deitree with power. All this talk of a covenant has come as a bit of a shock though. I never imagined the humans and the fat rats and the Bodkin archers would have all joined forces together like that. Well, didn't Wrigley say that earlier already? Hasn't that been established long ago already in the story? Didn't Pastor L talk about that as well? But it's a good thing they did, because now we can rebuild the Deitree as big and strong as ever before. As soon as this blueprint's built, you should plant those milk blossom seeds and give our new Deitree a bit of a boost. So we'd better get this thing finished, hadn't we? Don't worry, you can leave most of the building to us. When we're done, all you need to do is place and the blueprint will place that piece of hardwood in the right place and the blueprint will be completed. You know, I'm a little bit dyslexic though, so if place and places right above each other, then going to the next line is sometimes a little bit tricky. So, yeah. Okay, so the only thing on this is the hardwood. And I actually kept it that because I also want to contribute to the blueprint. And so that means Deitree level 1 is now complete. You need to complete the blueprint before you can actually go on. Because when you go on, Wrigley has a new quest for you. Hurrah! Now that you've placed that hardwood, Nick, our first blueprint's good and finished. Yippee! Now we just have to plant some milk blossom seeds and give the Deitree some real flower power. Oh, 90s. Oh no, 70s actually. The hippie area was was flower power. 60s and 70s. Oh, now that'll be somewhat to look forward to. Now that'll be somewhat to look forward to. We Wrigleys live a heck of a long time, but even so, I ain't never seen flowers before. But where should we put them? You're standing on the place. I know. Let's plant them around the hardwood that Nick placed. Well, that was probably the original idea. Also, I will be planting a little bit more. Go on, Nick. Plant 4 milk blossom seeds in the earth around the hardwood. Because we actually got 10. And we only need 4 of them. So, yeah. There are more things we can do. Although I will wait with that a little bit longer. But with that done, the effect doesn't take actually place until you talk to Wrigley. Wow, thank you million, me handsome. I ain't never seen pretty little flowers like them before. Oh my goodness, flowers, they're so small. And I'm trampling all over them at the moment, so but so beautiful. Are you really crying over a couple of poxy flowers? There must be something seriously wrong with you. But it's the first time we've ever seen anything like them. I'm just so happy. Well, woo! What was that light? It looked like it came from the flowers. Yeah, I reckon that was charging up the Deitree with all that power they're supposed to give it. I can hardly believe that we have built this ourselves. It wasn't so long ago that we were fervent followers of the children of Hargon. But now we are brilliant builders, and I shall be the much admired mayor of our community of construction. Wahahaha! Again, why are you trying to assign power to yourself? Huh? Does anyone else feel that? There's a wave of energy rising up towards us. I know, Bonanzo, I know it can be ambitious. A little bit of ambition isn't wrong, but taking power for yourself, that just feels like, nah. And with that, we completed level 1. And as you can see, the pinkish mists have been pushed back a little bit. OMG! Did you guys see that? That wave of light was like totally lit. Did you do that, Bonanzo? Well, I didn't do it deliberately, but perhaps I have powers beyond my reckoning. As he is talking against inside Rosie's head. Oh man. Sometimes characters are positioned so awkwardly. Even though this is a predetermined blueprint for this game. Hahaha. You lot really are a bunch of idiots. That was the flowers charging up the Deitree. Bliming heck! And now it's got some sort of aura around it. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. What's that? That's wild. We should totally keep building this thing and see just how cray it can get. Okay. That means... Alright, Nick. That's the first stage finished. But we're not done yet. It's time for you to draw another blueprint. We're starting to get the hang of this blueprint building business now. So make it as big as you like. And this blueprint is level 2. And as you can see, it also includes level 1. Yeah. So it isn't actually a blueprint in 3 parts, it's just 3 times the same blueprint, only additional things are added. So we need grassy earth, bark, softwood, hardwood and leaves again. Yeah, pretty much the same thing as, oh yeah, and wooded steps. As we already had. Goodness gracious me! What a wonderful blueprint! You've drawn for us, Nick! Ruff, ruff, ruff! Let's get building, everyone! This blueprint will be easy peasy for a wicked strong squad like us! There are still plenty of materials left in the chest, so we haven't anything to worry about on that front. We can get straight to work. You can leave the building in our capable hands, Nick. I'm sure there are a lot of other things that need doing that only you can do. If we give it all our all, we shall have Nick's blueprint finished before we know it. Come on, everyone, let's get started. Of course they will. Yeah, there is still enough things in that chest. However, if you were to take those things out, they won't be able to build it. If you delete it, you need to collect it again. They won't be going collecting off again. Then it is your task. Look at them go! Just look at them! But Wrigley has a second mission with probably a second set of flowers. This new blueprint of yours is working a blimey hard. I'd never be able to draw something like this, and not only cause I ain't got no hands to hold the pencil in. You needn't worry about the business of constructing it, my boy. We can handle all that ourselves. Your skills are better utilized elsewhere. Speaking of which, do you think you could try and track down another of the 3 types of flowers? Blimey, good thinking, Rosie. If it's another Chromatic Cay you're after, I can tell ye where to find it. First off, you'll be wanting to warp to the old tomato farm, where the elf orc lives. Head east out of the bog and you'll see a little spit of land in front of ye. From there you can fly over to the island and hopefully find some more seeds. If you need some extra directions, have a word with that orc. He's an helpful so-and-so. So he is. Go on then. Use your windbreaker to fly to that island and find us some more flower seeds. Well, that is if we didn't leave the windbreaker behind at the fat rats. Actually, we didn't. New destination was added. Also, I think I am going to place a few of these here. As I was saying, you will see now this color change. There is this aura. Everything within this aura is now safe from spores in the morning. But we still have a long way to go. Not the entire town is covered in this aura. So we are going to need to do that. Just that. But then I am standing in the blueprint. Yeah, I don't have anything left here. Yeah, no. And also, if you noticed, the Deitree isn't actually in the center of the town. There's actually quite a lot towards our fields that isn't going to be covered as quickly. So looking out for your fields with spores is definitely something you want to do, because once it is rotten and our Deitree is completed, those rotten flowers will be turned. or as the aura spreads, those rotten flowers will be turned into flowers, regular flowers, and not in the crops they previously were. And that's when you actually use or lose your seeds. Not that the seeds are necessary for story progression, but you make a farm, so it would be a waste to lose them. So be careful with spoil spores when they pop up. Okay, let's take a look at the map. We have to go over here. Let's head to our tomato farm. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is also something fun. This orc actually has some multiple dialogue. Usually the multiple dialogue is actually reserved for characters inside the town, but this is the only character I know about that actually has multiple lines of dialogue that change depending on the progression of the story. And that makes this orc also really cool. Hello again. Little human, what brings you here this time? This is just a hunch, but you're not about to ask for direction to the nearest Chromatic Cay, are you? How did you know? Alright then. You want to head east out of the bog, and then keep going straight. Once you hit the ocean, turn left and follow the coast all the way around until you reach the end of the spit. You should be able to see the Chromatic Cay from there. If you got some way of flying, you can jump off the end and soar on over. Hey, the first one that doesn't mention the windbreaker. Ha! Cool. Ew. You look horrible. Yeah, in that purple atmosphere they actually look horrible. Can I get... Please gimme. No, still not. I am going to try it. These guys are here to prevent soft locking. Maybe I should delete then one of these hardwood blocks instead of... But I know those baboons are the ones that give you a hardwood block. So why won't you give one to me? You are the guy... There you have it! That's it! I had 3 hardwood blocks first. Now I have the 4th one. So that will mean I am taking 1 hardwood block with me to the Isle of Awakening. Ha! That's what I wanted to do. Sorry if I had to try multiple times. But yeah, if you manage to lose the hardwood blocks, these baboons will be your soft lock prevention. Okay. We had to go over here. Yeah. Come on. That's also the thing about windbreaker. If you use it to make walk forward, you're not losing speed, but you're also not. Oh, may the yellow flowers of the Covenant bring joy to the land, a joy that lies on the far horizon. Okay. You're also not losing any of your breath gauge or your stamina bar. I wanted to go around this island, but actually it's not that really useful in this case either. And this island is a lot bigger. Some Bodkin boyos appear. Bottomless swamp, no swimming. No, seriously. This swamp actually has Dragon Quest Builders 1 water from the first game. Because as soon as you jump in the part that is bottomless, you drown? You can actually... Wait. The last time I went in there, I just went down and I didn't get hurt, but I just sunk like a brick. Has that been patched somehow? I can surely remember that this water is Dragon Quest 1 water. Dragon Quest Builders 1 water, and you just sink like a rock. And swimming is of no point. Okay, yeah. You here we have a mission. Although no one explicitly gave us, you do have these battle quest markers. And we had before Botkin Boyer's quest. So the thing we have to do is not get paralyzed. Malroth, where the heck are you? Malroth? Malroth! Are there any more here? Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were. No. Let's see. Yeah, crud. It doesn't show on the map where the... Well, on the mini-map. I wanted to fly a little bit higher and not get paralyzed. Malroth, are you actually pulling your weight this time? Or are you letting me defeat all the botkins over here? Ow. Oh, hey, look at that. There's someone who actually had a... Oh, he is going after the monsters. Do we have some monsters over here? No, we don't. Come on. Oh, someone also left some stone. Was that you? Malroth, what the heck are you doing? Usually you go way ahead of me when fighting enemies. You're the one that actually pulls the most weight when it comes to taking down enemies. And not me. Oh crap, You left that one living? You ran over to this guy. And you left this one living, Malroth? Dude, where are your loyalties? Well, actually, with the children of Hargon, to be honest, but spoilers. That's the last one. Okay. Those were all the Botkin Boyers. Alright, looks like that's the last of them. I don't know why they were attacking one of their own, though. I am wondering if we had to have a kind of a text box popping up as soon as we landed, as soon as the battle music started. That was it would tell us, hey, please kick those Botkin Boyers' ass. But I don't know. This is always a mission that I found really weird. You're just supposed to know that, hey, let's take out all these Botkin Boyers. Or is it something you would get if you made your way over to this dude? Thank you, humans. Defeat the Botkin Boyers, you did. Save me, you did. Their pallid purple faces, did you see? Sick, the Botkin Boyers are. Completely enraptured by the children of Hargon. Tried to steal the seeds of the Covenant, they did. Luckily you arrived in time. It was... Speaking of which, what brings you to this island, humans? Well, we are rebuilding the Deitree, so A builder, you say? Building a new Deitree, you say? Then take the dafodaisy seeds in this chest. You must. Seeds of the Covenant. They are. Complete your new Deitree. You must. Do so and rejoice. Our ancestors will. Please. The seeds, take them. Okay. Yay! Those are the dafodaisy seeds. Hey, look, we found some more flower seeds, just like Rosie asked us to. Let's thank this little green guy and get back to the farm. Yeah, if I talk to that guy again, I will get the same message. So, I still am wondering, why didn't I... They must have patched it somehow. Because I originally sank to the bottom. And then you would just come back up on the shore somewhere. Or it would fade to black with you coming back up on the shore. Okay, so now let's get going back. Yeah, I'm not completely... Ah, well. Okay. Now that we have this, Wrigley! Oh, he's gone and found some yellow flower seeds for us, haven't he? And they look so lovely. I can't wait to see them in full bloom. If only old Pastor L could have been here to see him. But that's all the more reason to finish the Deitree. It's what he would have wanted. Speaking of Pastor L, I've been thinking more about what he said about how we could give more power to the Deitree. I get the feeling that planting these flowers won't be quite enough to get it back to full strength. We have to do something else too. He said that we need to imbue it with the purified power of everything that blooms and bears fruit. And I'm not exactly so sure how we go about doing that. But I'll find out, and as soon as I do, you'll be the first to know. You might have to wait a while, but I promise it will be worth it. For now, Nick, we need to focus on finishing this here blueprint. And just like last time, it's up to thee to place the final block of hardwood slap dang in the middle. Well, I don't have to do it. Because I can also put these blocks inside... how do I say it? Inside the Deitree. Or in the chest, I mean. And then it would... and then they would place it. I think they still have to do some things. No, only the hardwood block is here, but they do look like they are still working on it. So, well, who knows. Let's place the hardwood block, and level 2 is finished as well. Okay, and with that, Wrigley, you have another quest for us, don't you? Yes, you have. Yeah, you've placed the block of hardwood and finished the blueprint, have you? That's bliming brilliant. Now all we need to do is plant those dafodaisy seeds and charge it. Oh, that's Rosie. Now all we need to do is plant those dafodaisy seeds and charge the Deitree up with power. And then we can move on to the next stage. Doesn't it bother anyone else that the children of Hargon haven't tried to stop us? They must have worked out what we were doing by now. It's what they always do. I've heard stories about the time long ago before everyone began believing their lies. After they destroyed everything, the children of Hargon would always give people hope. Let us think things were all going to turn out alright again. And just when victory was so close we could taste it, they destroy everything all over again and throw us into more despair than ever. Oh man, that is actually really nasty tactic. To kind of destroy everything based on, well, how do I put it? Well, to give hope and then take hope away again. Ooh, that is really mean. And that is also something how the good cop, bad cop situations and all those kind of tactics actually work. Give people hope, only to break that hope. So that they don't even dare to hope anymore. And thus crush all idea of resisting. Hahaha, that's actually pretty clever. I like it. Hey, Melroth, don't... But obviously they're an awful bunch and they have to be stopped. Okay, thank you. At least you know that. Please don't go over to the dark side, Melroth. Nick, Melroth, I'm just as worried as you are about the children of Hargon. But we can't let that stop us. We have to focus on finishing the Deitree. So let's see. What do we have to do next? Oh yes, we have to find a place to plant the dafodaisy seeds. Well, how about similar to the milkblossom seeds? I think it would be nice to plant them around the block of hardwood, just like you did with the milkblossoms. Go on, Nick, plant 4 dafodaisy seeds in the grass around the hardwood. Okay. Let's plant them. And that is 4. And now we have, well, almost done and everything. Wow, bliming fine work. There. Them dafodaisies look almost as handsome as me. I'm not a huge fan of flowers, to be honest. They seem kinda weak. They smell okay though. Apparently Furrowfield used to be carpeted with meadows that were completely full of flowers. Imagine how lovely it must have smelled then. Wait, that is what oh. I was wondering, where is Saffron that is talking from? Because she was behind this. I did not notice she was there. I first thought that is Rosie, but then I saw Saffron? Wait. Where is she talking from? But yeah, I was wondering, was she shouting from all the way down there? No. She wasn't. Once the Deitree is back in action, and light and life return to the island, we can plant our own fields of flowers. Then we won't have to imagine. And with that, ooh. Did you see that? A flash of light just came out of the dafodaisies. Huh? Where did this breeze come from? It feels kinda nice. And with each level, the aura expands. Well, a number of our buildings are now inside the aura, though. Our fields, yeah, the tomato field is still in pretty rough shape. Once again, the flowers of a rough and dangerous position. Once again, the flowers you've planted have imbued the Deitree with power. It seems it has developed the strength to drive away the ill wind somewhat. Whoa! The breeze coming off this tree is totally like firm and gentle, I feel so blessed right now. I can hardly believe it. We're really building a whole new Deitree from scratch? This is blaming brilliant. Aroo! Ah. Yippee! Now all we have to do is build the very top of the tree, and the Deitree will be complete. Okay. If we're going to finish the Deitree, you'll need to draw the next blueprint, Nick. This will be the third and final section, so go all out and draw the biggest and best blueprint you can. How do you know that this will be the final section? It will be the third section because I can count, but I don't know if this will be the final section. And that is the same blueprint again, but another level added. As you can see, there is a third level added to this. And it doesn't actually look like a complete tree just yet. I don't think this is the final one. This isn't the final stage. Nope, not by a long shot. Goodness gracious me! The third time really is a charm. What a terrific design! It looks fantastic. And what's more, once we finish this, the Deitree will be finished too. We should have plenty of materials in the chest, so all we have to do now is jolly well build the thing. I've worked out what we need to do to fill the Deitree with as much power as possible. Do you remember what I said about needing to imbue it with the purified power of everything that blooms and bears fruit? Well, that must mean our 5 crops. If we can find a way to extract the vital essence of everything we've grown so far, we can charge the Deitree with more power than ever before. I'll tell you all the ingredients that need to go into it. You just need to figure out a way to make it.
Best of luck, my boy. For the rest of us, our mission is clear. We must finish building the Deitree. Well, we're almost there, everyone. We just need to pull together and finish this final leg for Furrowfield, I say.
You keep saying it's the final leg, but if I look at the blueprint, it doesn't actually look much like a tree. It still looks like a tree trunk to me. And not actually a tree. I don't really see branches or something, unless you think that should be a tree.
For Furrowfield.
And we get a recipe. Water of life. Yeah, Bonanzu and Wrigley have a quest now for us. To go to the Water of Life, this is what we need. You need a leaf of life. Cabbage, wheat, sugarcane, tomato and pumpkin. Don't worry about any of these. You can actually deplete all your cabbage, deplete all your wheat, deplete all your sugarcane, deplete all your tomato and also pumpkin. You can destroy all the seeds if you wish. By the end of the chapter you will have enough, still have enough to create this Water of Life. If you destroy things after that, then it will be something else. But with that said, and looking at the time, they are going at it again. But I want to end the episode right here. Until then, I thank you all for watching. And as they are going to finish the last stretch of the blueprint right now, I thank you all for watching. And I will see you again next time. Bye!